Alright, it's time for Platinum Master Yi, and I know you guys got plenty of games already, but I love playing this champion. Wish 1. And this was Platinum promotions, I believe. We're trying to get to promotions. Wish 2, because, yeah, I'm dual queuing in this one. That said, attack damage red, attack damage quints, armor yellow, magic resistance blues, and masteries are at 21-9. So, as you can see, I'm fighting a Udyr. And if there's one thing Master Yi hates, is fighting tanky junglers. And Udyr is one of them. If Udyr jumps me in the jungle and I am, the one who gets jumped and I don't jump him, I'll probably die. So not to my surprise, I find a Udyr in my blue and I fail the smite secure. Or I actually didn't even have smite. Or did I? I actually don't remember. By the way, we chase him down. There's no way he's gonna get away. Morgana's perfect Q enabled us to murder her. Or him, and then Lux just gets herself killed too. So it's a good start for us. However, again, the game, you can see the length of the game. It's not exactly going to be easy. It's not an easy game. Top lane, Akali versus Renekton. That's pretty much a mismatch in my opinion. Tanky champions also would probably ruin Akali's day, especially in top lane. Nonetheless, I'm sure some of you are already wondering, why'd you take the blue trinket? Well, here's the thing about the blue trinket on certain junglers. It's a gamble between if you want that or if you want the ward or whatever. But using the blue trinket enables you to juke through a certain line of sights. When you use it, when you put on a ward at a bush, it doesn't reveal everything, or it doesn't reveal around corners or whatever. The line of sights are the wards are subject to line of sights, corner cutting, or any of those shenanigans. But the blue just kind of reveals that whole area, and it allows you to continuously chase somebody, and enables you not to get juked, which is a problem with duelists or junglers like Master Yi. Just scan a blue area, use your Q to get to them, or just chase them without losing traction of them, or tracking of them. I mean. So blue trinket is useful in that case. Nonetheless, the red trinket hasn't been... by the way, I got my blue stolen right there. I should have smote it. I was trying to give it to Morgana. Red trinket, I've been using it less and less as of late. Either in order to deal with other gankers for my teammates, I just, get the red... I just get the blue trinket... goddamn, I'm fumbling my words. Don't worry. Either way, we killed Lux and got a blue-black. That's why I was getting confused with the trinkets. Anyways, I'll get a red trinket only if I'm a massive ganker, or my opponent's some kind of farmer, and the laners are at least relatively safe. But most of the time, I'm finding myself getting a yellow trinket, the ward trinket, to deal with other gankers. They'll pick someone like Udyr, they'll pick someone like Nocturne or something. So I'll walk around for my teammates, throw a ward in the location that I would probably be taking if I was the opposing jungler. As you can see, my bottom lane isn't doing so well. And the enemy team is starting to get a lead on us. Minor so far, but most of my lanes are losing. And then Morgana goes off and gets herself killed. So, kind of doing a whole uphill battle now. We've lost our first 3 towers, and we haven't actually, taken a single one of theirs. But of course, you all know one of Master Yi's greatest strengths. It's farming like a madman. I may be jungling, but my farm right now is pretty exceptional. It's exceptional considering I also have a kill and a couple assists. My farming is going to get out of control because, that's what Master Yi do. That sounds kind of funny. And at this point, I'm just taking the blue for myself because the Morgana, as mean as it is to say, the Morgana, after the first kill, has kind of been doing some questionable plays and haven't been assisting. The Draven, for all his feeding, is starting to yell at people, and that's not exactly the nicest thing out there. Starting to say GG and all this other stuff or blame others, and I'm just like, ignoring them because we still have a very good damn chance. We have no tank, and that's a really, really bad thing. However, we have a Master Yi, and we have champions that can support his endeavors. So, Kali goes in, jumps on the Lux, and I make a mad dash in there and cut her to pieces. This, though, is I'm having trouble figuring out a target, and then when I see that Jinx is in a very terrible position, I turn around and kill her. Or help kill her. Then I turn around and just rush off or rush off for our lives. We ended up trading two for two, so that's a fine trade. I got chased down, it doesn't do anything to me. But now, as you can see, I'm able to just mad farm it. I have blue buff, which is good for a Master Yi. Just spam your Q all day. I have blue buff, and the rest of my team is pretty good at maintaining, waves. We have a Morgana, and we have a Morgana, we have a Draven, and that kind of stuff. They might not push on us. And as long as my team is pointlessly fighting and distracting them, I'll be able to push towers. Though right now I can't because, as my team falls and I realize I gotta bail. I got Spirit of the Lizard Elder. I'm building a Ghost Blade, but right now I had enough gold just to buy a Bloodthirster. Now with a Bloodthirster, 0 champions on the enemy team can fight me now. I will destroy them, as you will see right now. I'm coming in. And I feel bad for this Udyr. I am farming here. Udyr comes in, guns blazing, thinking he'll be a badass to try to kill me. He doesn't realize I have a Bloodthirster, and I'm Master Yi, and I gladly don't give a damn, and I just tear him a new one. It was such a simple, pathetic death. It's as cocky as it may sound. He really underestimated how much damage I had, or how much, how he really thought he could have fought. I have a Bloodthirster. Here, though, this is my failure here. I chased after Renekton. I could have killed him if he had stayed, but he ran, and I get jumped by 2 of them and then destroyed. It's not so much a bait is enough. I get lured in. No, isn't that just technically what a bait is? Either way, my first death. Well, not my first death. It's actually, yeah, it is my first death. I have to restack my Bloodthirster now. Thankfully, my distraction has given my team a chance to farm up, score some, cheap kills on opponents. But some of them, like, Draven, are getting themselves killed a little. And the Jinx is starting to run amok and is also split pushing. Fortunately for me, I'm alive. And I decide to try to murder this Jinx. She comes in, I end up getting snared by her crab. But I'm Master Yi, and I don't take crap from anybody. I have a Bloodthirster. If it wasn't for this Bloodthirster, I'd be getting destroyed. We find ourselves an Udyr, we try to give chase, but Udyr is a slippery champion and I already have my ultimate down, so there's no use chasing him. Akali keeps going a little overboard and almost gets killed. Fortunately, she had a flash and she survives. Now, you may be noticing that I did not max out my E second. My maxing out W on Jungle Master Yi is not exactly for jungle sustain, but it's for fighting sustain. Your E isn't that strong until much later into the game. So maxing it out early is kind of wasted potential. Your W, if you max it out early, at least gives you a lot of survivability in early fights. So that's kind of what I went for. Though if I get a super fed, I'll max out E and just cut people to ribbons. My teammates right now are going fighting for a dragon, but the enemy team, managed to take it first. They scatter and everything. I joined mid scene, maybe I can get a cheesy kill, but nope. So, Master Yi is one of my favorite champions to play. Oh, by the way, I killed Akali there because she was trying to dash towards the blue wraith, but I killed it. Anyways, Master Yi is a champion I will play if it looks like we have some semblance of champions that would support him. I first picked him, so not to my surprise, my teammates didn't exactly pick anything to support me aside from Morgana. Morgana was perhaps the best pick for a Master Yi team. At this point, my team is starting to cheer me on, saying like, fuck yeah, Master Yi, keep pushing, go, 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 go. And they see just, that almost nobody in the enemy team can even do anything to me. The Jinx has a chance to kill me, but if she screws up just once, I'll cut her into pieces. I go home. I'm buying myself a Randuin's Omen next. Because Jinx, like I said, is probably the only one who can do a damn thing to me. And if I slow her down, if I slow the enemy team down with my Alpha Strike, then, it's just GG right there. The enemy team is going to push top lane while I'm pushing down bottom. They get an advantage over my team right now after, a huge prolonged fight, and they wipe the floor with them. Draven dies, Morgana's about to die soon as Renekton's going to sneak up from behind and cut her to pieces. And then the enemy team tries to do something that you probably shouldn't do. They try to base race a Master Yi. I get their inhibitor turret, then I get their inhibitor. They're barely at my inhibitor. I know they had to go. They're barely at the inhibitor turret. I know they had to destroy another turret, but they're not going to get that far. After I take their inhibitor, I go home and they fail to take mine. They're at a disadvantage now. If they should have gone home and stopped me. Now that they have an exposed inhibitor, I'm able to split push top now, and force even more of their attention up here, despite the fact that their bottom lane is going to get severely pushed. This is probably one of the best strengths you can do as Master Yi or any champion capable of split pushing. If your team can't win the best straight out fights evenly enough because you either picked a mismatched team comp, you split push you split push in hopes of taking away one of their most important heavy hitters from the team. In this case, Udyr is often forced to come top lane to stop me from pushing. And if he's not in the team fights, my team has a much better chance of winning the fights. Nidalee gets caught. And earlier Lux got caught. And now a team fight breaks out. I jump right on top of the Jinx and tear her to pieces. Right after that, I'd go right after Renekton. He gets torn to pieces. And I go right after Udyr. He gets killed as well. And with that, the game is won. For whatever reason, we decided to take the inhibitor turret and the inhibitor, even though we could have just gone for the Nexus turrets and just won. Doesn't matter. We win thanks to the split pushing and holy crapness of our team comp. I am glad we had a Morgana this game, because the Morgana pick was what helped us win a lot and stall the game long enough. That Q and then Black Shield came in handy more times than you could imagine. Anyways, congrats to Master Yi. Yay!